a test to see if these TikTok dupes are really worth it.
They are crap. They are hideous. Do they give me camel toe though?
No.
You're either going on a picnic or you're milking a goat, you know?
Like sexily milking.
All right, you guys, your favorite fashion detectives. As long as TikTok keeps finding dupes for expensive items, we will be here to investigate. Okay?
So from these TikToks, we're gonna try on like the expensive real version and also a more affordable version, and then we're going to determine which one we would buy. Would we spend the money or would we save our cash?
It is the Lord's work we are doing here today, okay?
Truly.
Because clothes are expensive and getting more expensive by the day.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know this is your first time, but I'm just letting you know, sometimes I go for the cheaper option.
I feel like I'm the same way with food.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like the cheaper one.
I feel like you eat the same 4 things.
I do.
We're poor, but we're honest.
First up, leggings. So, of course, if we're gonna try on an expensive brand that everybody knows and adores and loves, it's gonna be Lululemon. So these are Lululemon leggings. These are the Lululemon Align high-rise pant. They come in sizes 0 through 20 and they are $98.
Ooh.
They are incredible. They feel great. They feel like a second skin. They are so thin, yet incredibly flattering still. I think in terms of leggings from Lulu's, I've never tried on Lululemon leggings this thin before.
Lululemon is just expensive, we know
Yeah,
that.
we know that.
But oh my God, they feel so good. They like, you guys are so buttery soft.
They really are.
And comfortable, and they go up so high. And I know like a lot of people worry about their leggings falling down when you work out. I don't think these are gonna go anywhere because they're
really
like
don't.
all the way up to your throat. And like I like thin leggings just because like I don't want to get too hot, either if I'm working out or if I'm just like going to Trader Joe's, you know?
Right. A lot of times I don't get the hype with Lululemon leggings. I have some other things from Lululemon that I just love and adore.
Like what?
Like jackets, like because they have like that workout material jacket that's really nice. But I've tried so many pairs of Lululemon leggings and been like, I'll always go for the airy version, but it's the thicker ones. When it comes to a thin legging, I could totally understand the hype on this because these are so
As
nice.
high as my leg goes right there.
Oh, I'm really flexible.
Do they give me camel toe though?
No.
They don't?
No.
Also, look how long, because they come in different lengths, like and on a shorter person, if you guys are like me, I've said this on this channel before, I love my ankles being covered. These will go so
Damn.
See?
But they do go down.
They do go
far.
down, but mine will literally cover my whole foot.
Wow.
But I've said this before, like sometimes even though I am shorter, I will get the longer length because I like the option of like doing this.
I know
and
they
just
had the option.
tucking them right into a shoe when I'm running.
They have the option to do a longer leg?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
And our unsuspecting dupe is?
Now we're in the dupes, and these are coming to us from Jessica. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for your TikTok. These are from Amazon for $26.
It's insane.
It's a no-brainer for me. Like, these feel almost exactly the same as the Lulu ones, and even if they are slightly different, $26 versus $98.
That is a $70 difference.
Yeah.
I will say I would probably change the sizing just a little bit because there's a couple things I noticed. I have a slight gap here in the back, which is annoying. But again, these come in extra, extra small through extra large. So obviously the sizing is a little bit less inclusive with the Amazon ones. But I would change up my sizing just to be more comfortable. But in terms of the way they feel,
dude,
they feel the same.
They feel the exact same. I think the only difference is obviously these aren't as long, and also like they feel more compression to me.
They do feel more compression-y. The Lululemon ones are like that Align pant is specifically designed for yoga. These ones I feel like are ever so slightly thicker in the compression sense.
Yeah, they still feel like equally as buttery soft.
They're so soft.
Even if you want the logo, it's not the Lululemon one, but it looks exactly
it's the
like
Amazon CRC logo.
In case
Recognizable.
That's why you spend $98 on leggings. You still get it.
100%. But for a thin legging, for this to be just as soft as the Lululemon ones, I am extremely impressed.
I feel like we could go ice skating, perhaps perform Peter Pan on ice.
Yeah. Okay, it's time for us to decide. Are we going with the expensive version or are we going with the dupe?
I have to go with the dupe because why spend $98 when I can spend $26 and get basically the same thing?
No, it's so true.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, listen, these leggings do give me a slight camel toe, okay? I would definitely, one, I would never spend $98 on a pair of leggings anyways.
No.
I mean, so it's way easier for me to make this decision. I would definitely go with a dupe. $26?
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
what?
There's only one thing I would spend $98 on, and that's shoes.
Oh.
Like,
We both had good answers.
Okay, so next up we're in this Reformation dress. It's $248, which, shut up, Sinead, I think it's really cute. Because listen, I am someone, you know, I love House of CB, and like a lot of their stuff looks like this, and I'm like very into the whole like house on a prairie, gonna go like frolic with sheep vibe.
right.
And like $248, yes, is steep, but like that's like House of CB's range usually, so I'm like,
Totally.
worth it.
Listen, I know all of House of CB dresses like start in the 200 range. I get it. I have no issue with the style. The ruffle sleeves is a bit much. I like this style. I think it's very flattering on the boobs, but everything else about it is just like to me. And $248. That is so expensive.
It's so cute though, because listen, the way that it fits, I think is adorable. Like the fit is really cute and tailored, nice. You get a slit. I will say the material is not the best.
I was about to say, you're either going on a picnic or you're
Yeah.
milking a goat, and that's it. Like this is not like you're going out.
But
you
you're
know?
like sexily milking a goat. It's like sexy milking.
Okay. So, couple things. One, the Reformation dress now seems like the greatest dress in the world, and I didn't even like that one. This dupe is $32, so yes, a huge difference from $248. It is from Amazon. It is made of the finest plastic, and it is not the same dress. I think the style is similar, but like not that similar. The cut is completely different. And yeah, the pattern, they're both green, they both have a floral pattern, but the way the Reformation dress was tailored and the way it fit, yes, I am obviously in a size that does not belong on my body, but
Molly, you a liar.
Yeah,
this is not the same dress
it's
at
just
all.
not. No, even the way where it cuts in, the top, this ruffle sleeves is not really a ruffle here.
Remember how I said the last one was like sexy milking a goat? This
Yeah.
is just milking a goat.
Right.
It's just not, it's not cute. Like the other one was tailored very nicely, and this one is just, I don't like the color. I don't like the flowers on the color. Don't like the way it fits me. I think I look old. I don't want to look like old.
Hell, you're still so damn young.
I definitely am gonna go with the Reformation one. It's really cute.
Drew's already planned out like all the places she could wear that Reformation dress. She loves it so much.
It's cute with sneakers. It's cute with heels. A white boot.
I would definitely go with the Reformation dress.
Yeah.
And even in 1912, it'd probably been like $1.30. So.
That would be like scandalous in 1912.
Oh yeah, you'd be like the hottest person.
Lit.
Like everyone would just be staring at you.
Yeah.
She's a witch!
Feast your eyes upon our feet in the Birkenstock Boston soft footbed, which is the basic pretentious way of saying a clog, okay? These are clogs. They are crap. They are hideous.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
This is my first pair of Birkenstocks, and it's not even comfortable. So I wouldn't even use comfort as the excuse
You have to
put
break
this on
them
your
in.
feet.
You have to break them in until your foot leaves in a permanent sweat impression and on the soft bed. And then that's when magically they become the most comfortable shoe.
I think it's even more uncomfortable for me because I'm very flat-footed, and like there's this huge like rock in the middle that's
think
like
that's-
forcing my foot to.
Yeah, but I think that's actually really good for flat feet.
Oh, it hurts so bad. I hate these. You know what it feels like? It's like I was Cinderella and the magic is wearing off and it's starting on my feet.
I'm not ugly, you're ugly.
So now we're in the dupe. It's the White Mountain clogs for $54, which is a huge difference between $150. I will say, these are way more comfortable for me.
These are so flat, they don't have that arch in the middle, but I have to judge, could you wear this to Disneyland? Have you ever accidentally worn like sandals to Disneyland and you want to die?
Yeah, like you have to wear the most comfortable shoes. Or else.
So like, if you can't wear them to Disneyland, then that's how I kind of judge how long I could wear this in a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides the obvious that they're equally as ugly as the first one.
Yes.
They are more comfortable just standing around, but I do think because they're so flat that they're gonna be really bad for your feet. They're a totally different shape too, by the way. So like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine that the reason you're buying Birkenstocks is because you love that shape.
Yeah.
These feel and look like slippers. We got the ones with the fuzz in them. They really look like grandpa slippers.
It's obvious that we don't like either one.
Yeah.
But if I was going to choose, I would obviously go with the cheaper ones, the dupes, because why am I gonna pay a lot of money for an ugly shoe, you know?
Yeah, I think the only thing that bums me out about the cheap one is that I really think it's bad for your foot to be in a shoe this flat. And so I think I would have to go with the Birkenstocks, but it is a travesty. I had never thought I would hear those words come out of my mouth. Listen, I know there are so many people in this world that love Birkenstocks, and that's fine, okay?
Yeah.
We're not judging you, we're
No.
just judging the shoe.
Just a shoe, that's it.
That's no problem. My feelings aren't hurt. Not really.
Next up, we are in the Zara cropped satin blazer. This is the only color that it comes in, and it is $70. I personally really like the color. I really like blazers in general from Zara. I think the cut is really nice. I am just not a fan of this whole like tying around your waist trend because it's like extremely uncomfortable.
Right.
And you're like constantly conscious of the fact that there is like rope around you. So you like feel like you have to suck in so that it's not like squeezing through the ropes, you know? Because I think you're supposed to, I don't know if it's supposed to be like all in one place. I think you're supposed to like separate it. And it just feels very like boa constrictor like.
Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of it, but I agree. I do like the material. It's really nice. It feels high quality.
Yeah.
It feels like a $70 blazer, I'm not gonna lie.
I also really like this like tail thing they have going
Yeah.
on. I think I would definitely pay $70 for this. Like I like really value good blazers.
Especially with something like a blazer. You wanna have a blazer for a long time.
Yeah.
You wanna know you're gonna get a lot of wear out of it. But because a blazer is not something you're wearing every single day, you want it to hold up to over time.
Facts.
Okie dokie, so Lala found this next dupe for the Zara blazer. This is from Shein. It is $26. Definitely the same style. It's got the split sleeve. There are buttons on this one. It's got the same tie wraparound situation. It is another shade of pink. Totally different materials though, and the inside is like polyester. It's that material that's gonna make you sweat like crazy.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I don't understand how you could call this like a dupe because it's totally different materials. If this was like a satin or even like a faux satin, like the sateen or whatever, I would totally see it more.
I don't know what this material is, but it's like costume feeling. If that makes any sense.
Yes,
You know?
no, 100%. I will say that the ties on this feel better because it's not satin.
More comfortable.
However, the length is completely different. You have to tie this one in the front.
Oh yeah.
Rather than tie it in the back. You can't wrap around again or you will die.
The length of the strings and the length of the blazer. I feel
Yeah.
like this is longer and this part is shorter.
Also, don't add buttons if they're gonna look like that.
Yeah, I really like the dolphin tail situation of the Zara one.
It's nice to have the option of buttoning it though. I do like the idea.
Yeah.
But the buttons kind of just make it look even cheaper than what it already is.
I don't like buttons on cufflinks because it's so hard to do by yourself.
Right. All right, so which one are you gonna go for?
I like the material of the Zara one better, so I'm gonna go with the Zara one.
Yeah. I honestly don't think that this is a bad blazer. They also have like a matching shorts options the same way that Zara does.
Yeah.
I don't think this is bad at all. I just, personally, I'm a very hot and sweaty person, plus it's 100 billion degrees outside. There's no way I could survive in this. So for that reason, I would go with the Zara one. But I mean, if you like this and you're not a sweaty, gross person like me, then you might really like this.
It's a personal choice.
This is a gorgeous leather blazer from Aritzia. It's the Aritzia Logan blazer. It's part of that Babaton line. It's 228 doll hairs, like Drew says.
Feels like it.
Oh yeah, it comes in sizes 2XS through 2XL, and a couple colors too. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is hella comfortable.
It is so comfortable and it literally feels like butter. And I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Like it feels so soft and so comfortable.
Yeah. I really like it open. I like that it like Drew's wearing a black bra, which is why
I don't have
it
a shirt
works.
on, so I had to close mine.
No, but it looks really nice too that way. Also, like if you were wearing this with like a mini skirt and heels.
Oh, cute.
Cute.
Yeah.
And then
Very
this,
90s.
like wearing this open, all of a sudden makes it feel really casual.
Like it.
very like street style, maybe with like a boot.
I want you to have like little sunglasses on.
Yeah, it's very 90s.
So 90s, I'm obsessed. I also really appreciate the length of the sleeves.
Yeah.
They're long enough, which for me is not always the case. They always like stop here. I don't think I would pay for it, to be honest.
It's really expensive.
But if I owned it, I would wear it. We're in the bald-headed stepchild version of the first one. This was from Amazon. It's $41 and it feels like $15.
Yeah.
Like, it is, I don't even have to explain it to you. Like, looking at it, you can already tell that it's horrible in comparison.
Yeah.
The inside feels like sandpaper.
It's hard.
I was just shocked because, like, yeah, I knew that it, like, looked cheaper and, like, not the same, but, like, I at least thought it was gonna feel, like, it doesn't feel the way it looks. I don't know how to describe to you that it feels like cardboard in there.
Yeah.
Also, remember how I said the length with the sleeves? Like, what? It's just, ew. Also, like, the tailoring, the fit of it is just like who, what, where, when, and why.
If the last blazer we tried on was the Aritzia Logan blazer, then this one's like a garbage bag. Absolute worst quality, down to the smell of the plastic that was used to make this jacket. This makes me sad for the Dolphins.
Look at that.
No, it's bad. It's really bad, you guys. I don't even think it's worth $41. Like, I swear, if this was like 10 bucks, maybe I'm like, I don't know, whatever. But it's for a costume, but that's it. Drew's 100% right to the inside of it. Like, look, the
Oh
pocket.
my God, wow.
And then this is like hard, like, no, no.
Really bad.
It's really, really, really bad. So obviously we are going with the Aritzia pick for this round. There is no question, okay? Just no question whatsoever.
Yeah.
But I will say that this episode, the dupes were not as good as the Orig.
I was gonna say, in the past, were the dupes good?
Yeah, I feel like for a lot of them it's been 50-50. Wow. So as long as people keep putting it on the internet, we will keep investigating for you. You're welcome.